In the beginning, there was a garden, a place of peace where the sun always shone warmly and gentle breezes rustled the leaves. Here, Adam and Eve lived, the first humans created by God. They were given dominion over all the creatures of the earth. Their hearts were pure, their minds free from worry. They knew only joy and love. God walked with them in the cool of the evening, and their days were filled with the simple pleasures of tending the garden. Life was sweet, like the fruit of the many trees that grew there. All but one was given freely to Adam and Eve. This one tree, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, stood in the center of the garden, its branches laden with tempting fruit. God warned them not to eat from this tree, for on that day they would surely die. But a serpent, cunning and sly, tempted Eve. He whispered doubts in her ear, questioning God's goodness. He promised her knowledge and wisdom, the power to be like God himself if she just took one bite. Eve, swayed by the serpent's words and the allure of the forbidden, took a bite of the apple. She shared it with Adam and their eyes were opened. The innocence of childhood was gone, replaced by the weight of knowledge and the understanding of good and evil. With this knowledge came shame. They saw their nakedness and felt fear for the first time. God, in his infinite sorrow, banished them from the Garden of Eden. Paradise was lost. But what if Eve had resisted the serpent's whispers? What if she had turned away from the allure of the forbidden fruit? Imagine a world where the serpent's words found no purchase, where Eve stood firm in her faith and trust in God. The garden would remain a paradise, untouched by the shadow of doubt and disobedience. Adam and Eve, their innocence preserved, would continue to walk with God in the cool of the evening, their lives a harmonious echo of the divine. Their children would be born into this idyllic world, their hearts pure and untainted by the knowledge of evil. Generations would pass, living in harmony with nature and each other. Yet, even in this world untouched by sin, a question lingers. Would such a life devoid of choice be truly fulfilling? Would a world without temptation, without the freedom to choose between good and evil, be a true reflection of God's love? Perhaps the true paradise lies not in a garden of perpetual innocence, but in a world where the knowledge of good and evil exists, yet we choose to follow the path of righteousness. For it is in our choices that we define ourselves, in our struggles that we find strength, and in our forgiveness that we discover the true meaning of grace. The Garden of Eden may be lost to us, but the potential for paradise resides within each of us, in the choices we make every day.